Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Alison and welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I'm trying another expensive cushion foundation, and I know this product, it has been out in Asia already, and this is the MER The Luminous Lifting Cushion Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF 20, and it has been in Asia for a while, but now before the Sephora sale that going on, it just came out right away. So I did have a chance to pick this up during the Sephora and the Nordstrom sale. So I got this in the shade Warm Ivory 13. Before we're gonna go into the product, I'm gonna go in what's inside in this packaging and the details what it claims this foundation to be. So first of all, the packaging is just a very gorgeous simple mirror sign with the white box finish, and when you open it, this is what it looks like, the product inside. And when you take this compartment out, there's an extra cushion foundation in this box. So now let's get into Sephora.com and see what it claims. So it says the Luminous Lifting Cushion Foundation SPF 20 plus refill on the website, and this cushion foundation, it retails for $120, and that's a lot for a foundation. And it also comes in 12 shades, which is not bad as a cushion foundation coming in 12 shades, because I feel like a lot of cushion foundation only comes in like 8 to 10 shades, and because it's a cushion foundation, it's a light finish, so they tend to get less shade out there. And for now, it has 4 out of 5 stars, 7 reviews on the Sephora.com. So this foundation, it claims to be good for normal, oily combination and dry, sensitive skin. It is a liquid foundation that delivers hydration and radiant medium coverage for a flawless look and plumper, firmer feel all in one compact. And solution for dryness, dullness, and uneven texture. Formulate without parabens and sulfates free. So that is all the claim right there just for this cushion foundation. Let's go into the actual product. So this is kind of like a pink, light pink reflective finish of a compact foundation, and how thick it is on the side. So when you open this product, you press in the middle and it comes in the mirror and a regular puff, which I never use those, and it's just like a regular what you see outside in the market. It has the cap finish, and this is the actual product on the inside. So to start off the base, I'm gonna go in with my Tatcha Silken Pore Perfecting SPF 35. So I'm gonna use this as a primer and SPF at the same time, and I have been using this non-stop this week because I filmed a video about my project pan, my mini project pan, and I want to commit myself to finish up some product before this year ends. So I've been using all those products non-stop lately, and I also highly recommend you guys to try out a mini project pan. It doesn't have to be like a full product, it still have a lot in it. It could be something that you use halfway done and you want to commit yourself to use it like in certain time frame and update on your channel. It's just something that you want to commit to yourself to use a product before it turns bad or it just wastes a product if you have to throw it away. Okay, now let's get into the product. I'm gonna use my Morphe sponge. This is a damp sponge, and I did try to dry this out. Okay, now here is at the back, so it didn't get out of my way. So now let's test this foundation out. I'm gonna use my Morphe sponge to get this product out, and one dab, it does have a lot of product come out already. So I'm just gonna spread this out all over my face. And for your information, I do have oily skin, and now that it's kind of like still summertime, so my oiliness is not as oily as my summertime, but I do still get very oily. So this is what my skin situation, and first off the bat, it looks super light on the color. But then I did went to Nordstrom and try this out, and this is the closest shade, believe it or not, to my skin tone. But I feel like sometimes with some foundation, it actually turns like to your skin tone at the end of the day with all your makeup on your face, which is crazy. It's not like oxidized, but then once you have everything on top of your face, it just gets like put together. Okay, I feel like one dab of the cushion foundation, it's really get to your full face coverage. It does give me that very natural, luminous, medium coverage. And also one thing with cushion foundation, I like to be a very light coverage because cushion foundation is already something, it's more of a moisturizing or for more normal to dry skin people. So I don't want to build it a lot on top of my oily face, so the product would turn very cakey at the end of the day. So I like to be very light coverage with a cushion foundation, or these days I'm really into light coverage foundation. But now that you can see the coverage is light medium, and you can tell the luminous on my face right now. And I'm gonna see if I can hide this hyperpigmentation right here, so we can test this out if it could build up the coverage. It gives you a little bit more coverage on the darkest spot, but with the product it actually doesn't give you super nice medium to high coverage. I guess this is how good you can coverage your darkness. Overall, with this cushion foundation, it gives you a very luminous finish, and one dab it really just covers up your face, so you don't need to use much product on this cushion foundation as well. I feel like with this lighting, it just makes it a lot lighter on the camera, but looking in real life, I feel like it matches my skin tone, but just a slightly lighter than my neck color. But I tried this foundation once already, and I do know how this work on my skin or how this wear throughout the day. But I just want to come on here and try another time, give it a second chance to see how do I like this product. But I swear with this lighting, it looks like a ghost on my face. But once I have everything on top, it looks fine after it's settled down. So now I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup, and I'll come back check in with you guys. Now the time is 12:06, so this is the time when we done finish on the foundation application. Okay guys, so now the makeup is done. Now the time is 12:35, so it has been 30 minutes since I doing my full face makeup on, and this is what it looks like. I feel like I do have a different experience trying this foundation out than last time. I don't know, because I haven't exfoliated my face nicely, or my skin is just dry, or it could be a setting powder. So I did use my Laura Mercier setting powder, and that's a powder that I've tried to use it up at the end of this year. I put it in my mini portrait pan video, and that's something that is running out very low, and I feel like that product, it could turns a little patchy when I put on the setting powder, because like the rest of the stuff is super dense. I don't know, is that something that it turns bad or something, but this is what it looks like now. I feel like the color shade, it matches a lot better now. But I don't know, it's not my skin issue, because I have been breaking out these 3 days, I would say, and a lot of dry patches around my temple area. I don't see this when I'm using my Benefit Hello Happy foundation yesterday. I only see this using it the MER foundation today on my face, so that could be something about my skin issue, I'm not so sure. But when I put on the setting powder on my face, I can see all the dry patches around my mouth area and also on my temples. It's just very, very cakey looking. So it could be my face issue, but I'm not sure how it works on dry skin. It also could be the setting powder. I really don't know what's the problem out here. But last time I tried it out, it looks fine on my face. And even though I did set my whole face with a Laura Mercier setting powder, it still have that luminous going on. It's like it peeked through underneath the setting powder with this luminous on the foundation. So if you guys have normal dry skin, you might like it. But if you guys have very, very dry patches, it might cling to the foundation. So I'm gonna give you a close-up on what it looks like. My dry patches around my mouth area, you can tell this is what it looks like. I tried blend it out, but it could be a setting powder again. But this area of my temple is looking super patchy. But then with this foundation, I do have to set it with my setting powder because I do have oily skin, and this is more tends to be a more luminous finish of a cushion foundation. So if I want to try it out on my oily skin, I need to set it, make sure it stays for the whole day. Even though I set it up with the setting powder, you guys can see the luminous is still peek through. So that is crazy. I never tried something like that, even though I set my whole face with the setting powder and the glow is still going on. So this is my first impression, how it applies on my face and how I feel about it after I have my full face makeup on. So I'm gonna chop it with you guys with a 4-hour smart and another 8-hour smart and see how this work on my oily skin. And today I want to say it's pretty hot outside. It's 26 degrees. So without any talking, I'm just gonna see you guys later. Hi guys, I'm back for the final check-in, and I know I promised you guys to do a midday check-in, but I was busy and I forgot. So now I'm here for the final check-in. Now the time is 10:05, which means I have been wearing this foundation for 10 hours, and that's a very long time for wearing a foundation like this, and especially for cushion foundation because it tends to get very oily on my skin. So now I'm looking closely into my face. You can tell that my hair is just stick to my face, which means this foundation is getting oily. Definitely around my nose area. I hope the camera pick it up. And especially my nose area, you guys can tell it gets very cakey. You can tell it's like around my nose and my tip of the nose, it gets super shiny. Other than that, my cheek, it looks a little oily, but it's not as bad. My forehead, it's oily, so especially my T-zone where I get very oily, it's looking very oily right now. And I feel like the cakiness is still on since I applied this foundation, but then it gets better when it mixes with my natural oil, I have to say. And I do know why I get super like patchiness around my chin area, because I did put a lot of Curology last night because I'm breaking out on this part of my face and on my forehead, so I put especially a lot on this side of my face and on my chin area, and that is why I get super patchy and dry skin. So when you zoom closely, you guys can tell I have foundation on and it's looking pretty cakey and oily, and I would say the foundation is still on. It's just that I can tell the foundation on my face, the cakiness, the oiliness is not as good as I thought it would be. And also on this part of my face where I get acne, it kind of get dry and patchiness on this area. So that is what happened after wearing this for 10 hours. And I know 10 hours sometimes is a very long time. Usually people wear only 8 hours smart for the foundation, but on daily basis I do wear foundation for 11 hours now because of traffic and work. But this is what it looks like on my face for 10 hours, and I don't think it holds up good on oily face. If you guys do have very oily skin, I don't think this would be the foundation for you because you would get oily during the day. And for the coverage, I would say light to light medium. And I feel like if you have dry patches, like now that I have acne scar and my acne, and I put a lot of Curology on top of it, that's why it dries a little, and you guys can see the patchiness around my forehead area and my chin area. You guys can see that it clings to dry patches. So if you guys are looking for that glow, if you guys have more of a mature skin, you might like it. But for me, I personally like my La Prairie, the foundation review that I did on my channel. That is a lot better and it holds up pretty nice on my oily skin, and that is a lot expensive as a cushion foundation, and because it's La Prairie again. but I do like how it looks super natural on my face. Even though I set it with my setting powder, it still looks nice, and it's not as luminous as the La Mer Cushion Foundation, but I do like it on my oily skin because it stayed put on my skin for 11 hours. So I did end up keeping that foundation because it just gives me the most natural looking skin, and so little that I use on the La Prairie foundation, it just gives me a very nice full face, medium, light to medium coverage. And with the La Prairie foundation, I only use 3 to 4 little pumps on the cushion foundation to get my whole face light medium coverage, and which is really nice because so little product that you use on the cushion foundation to get this much of coverage, and it stay put on my oily skin. So I've been loving that one over this La Mer Cushion foundation, and I know a lot of people might like this if you guys have dry to normal skin, and La Prairie is more like a normal to oily skin people. So that is what I come up with the cushion foundation. So if you guys do have any questions about La Prairie versus this La Mer foundation, you guys can leave a comment down below and I'll try to answer you guys as soon as possible. But for my oily skin and for my texture acne prone skin, I do like the La Prairie foundation more. So that is my review on these two cushion foundation after using it, and I would go for La Prairie, and it's a lot more expensive, but it really worth the price. So if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.